the time in now, be boundless. First I gotta get up off this futon, get my bags packed.
Hello everybody. As you may have noticed, I'm not in the van anymore. I've decided to not just stop it, but I've decided to quit it completely. Or I should say hiatus. Put it on hiatus? No. I've decided to quit it completely. I want some things out of my life while I'm still here. And I don't think they can be achieved by driving around in a van and doing gig work, to be put it plainly. So I'm now here in lovely Darwin. It's pretty much warm to hot all year round. But there is jobs, and you can actually go career here as well very quickly because there's opportunity here. Unlike in a lot of places, it's part of the reasons because there's a turnover here. There's a crime issue here, and the heat, and it turns over. So people do come up here, do some stuff, maybe career, and then they leave. But I'm here now, so. But that's not the topic of this video. The topic of the video is going to just look. Well, I should just. I don't know if we're going to discuss anything. It's not really that discussable. Is the Ryan Boundless intro, which you just heard, and the Ryan Boundless intro was when was it? When did it run? I'm not quite sure where Ryan Boundless started and stopped using it. And then he replaced it, I think, with that one with the beat. This is like or something like that. And he's just like kind of there's an image of him with like pushed out chest thing. His muscle pecs pushing out, and that's it. There's just an image and that music. And he quit that after a while too. He stopped that one. But the theme that you just heard is from Mike Ohgee. And shout outs to him because he was in a comment in one of my videos. He put that together. And I know Ryan for some reason didn't want to keep it around. I don't know why. But I'm just going to show you soon, or show you right here actually. This is Spotify, so all you have to do is search for Mike Ohgee. So that's Ohgee, Ohgee. And you'll pretty much see it. There's Boundless. There's two versions of it right there. And that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. So, and I know some people wanted that, and it's much more. The actual track is much more longer than just the intro that he had on his videos. It's much more extended. That's kind of normal with a lot of music. So any TV shows, movie or whatever, it goes longer. They don't play the whole thing. You just hear snippets. But this is much more longer, so you got the whole theme. And so I thought it'd be interesting for Ryan Boundless fans to know where they can listen to it, because I know some fans often kind of missed it, like the intro. It's good, right? You had the whole thing, the editing, of course, the video part of it too. I think maybe I think he even stopped using it before he split with Rie. So I don't know, but it does feature Rie in it, in the video. So yeah, go look it up. I found it on Spotify. I didn't look up on Apple or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's there too. Apple Music, but it's definitely on Spotify, and it's a nice little track to hear. You get some memories of Ryan Boundless. We now going a little bit further, I suppose, and not on about the Ryan Boundless theme, but you saw some of his videos recently. Well, no, he only did one video. Sorry. Basically, he did a test. Actually, as well as that video, he did a test live stream and a live stream on Christmas Eve. And that time, I think he wasn't in. Where was he? Kansas, I think, or something there. He was in Kansas at one point, and then on the test screen, he went back. The location changed. So I don't know. I think they're close enough to travel, but people can tell you anything, you know, on the video. And I made some comments around the place about the video. The actual, not the test streams. Well, I can't make a little comment on the stream, but on the the Colorado video, it was kind of, it wasn't kind of, it was depressing. There was a theme of kind of like depressing, you know. He lived basically on a road, up a mountain, basically on a mountaintop. There was some other people floating around there, but not much. A free camp area. And so he'd go up there every time, live there. I can't say, I've tried to do that once or twice in some places when I was driving around the van. And yes, I'm keeping the van, so the van will make a show up at some point on this channel again. But I'd rather just do it for camping or something, and I have to change the bed in it. But yeah, Ryan was living up on it, doing that, and it looks like he was doing gig work, and he had to travel from there to a bigger city to do gig work, I think. Oh, I forgot what that is. It's the famous, I think it's the capital of it, of Colorado. So he was doing gig work, and then he made comments that the city wasn't good for him. Like it was very, very busy, and people were like, you know, standard kind of stuff in a town. You know, people always need to get somewhere or need to get nowhere fast, and they're all stressed and whatever else. You know, standard type of stuff, lots of traffic, crap like that. Yeah, and he just seemed very, I don't know, depressed about it. And I think driving around a car without the social interaction, it's bad. That's one of the reasons why I've quit too. I'm an introvert, ironically, that's a very strong one. But I kind of try to mellow it out now. Seriously, it's not a good way to go, because the world isn't going to change. You're not going to change if you don't do something about it. And then you're going to pass, and that's it. Nothing left. And I think Ryan also made some comments related to that. So he said he's more introverted inside in the US, I believe, versus outside of the US. Clearly. Especially with women and people. And I don't know, in his other videos, he had some kind of women and men, I should say, as well, he's talking to them and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's pretty isolated mentally inside that vehicle, inside the US. I always thought the US van life, car life thing would be more interesting. And there is more places to go. I suppose you still have to make like an active effort and to get out and interact with people like you do just normally. Just living in a house, an apartment, or wherever, you still have to do that. And if you don't do that, then you do that to your own detriment. So yeah, you can have, and he seems to be just he says he's just focused on work, and that can, ironically enough, kind of starting to sound a bit like Japanese. Focused on work all the time, to the grind, to the mill. Ryan, mate, Ryan, you're sounding Japanese, man. I thought you didn't like them. But yeah, not the grind is just exclusively Japanese, but all he's doing is pretty much work. All work and no play and all that. It's not good, man. Not good at all. So yeah, and I think I don't know what else I could think about. Trying to think what it was in the video. I'm not going to do a whole play side by side thing for this one, but it goes for like 30 minutes. So yeah, I would like to think up of some things that are useful for basically people who are kind of stuck in those social situations and trying to get them out of it. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I'll leave you with the soundtrack again, and just log on to Spotify or whatever and just find it, or find it somewhere else on Apple Music or whatever. Anyway, good luck, God bless, whatever you believe in, etc. Bye-bye for now.
Bit of time in now, be boundless. First I gotta get up off this futon, get my back